Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title of the video, today is all about blushes. I feel like it's been raining blush launches, gosh, for the past year. We just keep getting so many different blushes from all of the brands. I'm kind of here for it. I love blushes, but it is a little overwhelming. I'm going to talk about all of the ones that I have personally tried, give you my thoughts, and maybe give you a top 3. I also have a new blush I need to test out for today's video. It's the Unearthly Incandescent Glowing Blush. Picked this up when they had, I think it was Memorial Day sale, some sort of sale. And I'm excited to try it. So this will be the only one that's a first impressions. For all of the other blushes that I talk about, I'm pretty sure about how I feel about the formula. If you are new here, hi, hello. I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and hopefully choose to stay for a while. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to apply all of these blushes because it's quite a bit. I'm probably going to stick with the newest ones. So I think I'll do the 2 Dior cream ones. And then once I'm powdered, I'll jump into this new one from Unearthly. Let's talk about, I think, the older launches. Okay, I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just picking up blushes. I'm gonna try and stick with the older ones first and talk about the newer ones last, since they're more fresh in our memory. Okay, the first one I want to talk about is the Glaminatrix Blush Duo. This is in the shade Muted Mocha, and this is so pretty. This formula for the cream, it's pretty emollient. It does feel tacky, but once you blend it out, it actually feels good. On the cheek, it's not super opaque, and then this powder blush here, oh my goodness, it is so pretty. I think my favorite part is probably the blush. It does have a tiny bit of radiance to it, so if you don't like that, you probably won't enjoy this blush. I believe they have 3 or 4 different shades, and this is just the more neutral one out of all of them. Okay, the YSL, I feel like everybody went crazy for these. 44 is a Nude Lavalier. I think Nude Lavalier is the shade that I got. There's 2 different finishes. This one, which is a tiny bit more, not super glowy, but it has some iridescence, pearlescence glow to it. And then the matte one, I did not try the matte one. I only picked one up because I honestly did not need multiple of them, but I'm so tempted to pick up one of the matte ones. I enjoy this. I think it is an absolutely beautiful formula, beautiful finish. It's reminding me a tiny bit of the Gucci and the Armani. So pretty. Really enjoying this. Okay, the CoverGirl, this is the Skin Enhancer Blush Balm. I believe they came out with 4 different tones, and this is actually a very pretty formula. It does blend out, and you're left with just a slight tint. I wish they had just a tiny bit more pigment, but I don't know if it's just because of the tone that I picked, which is Nude Flush, and I think this was one of the lighter of the 4 tones. I'm pretty sure it was 4 tones. But the formula is really beautiful, very easy to use. Have been enjoying this. The Wicked Widow Psycho collection. This is the blush palette, and there is a blush and like a highlighter. It's a very natural kind of highlighter. This formula is so pigmented, and I do mean so pigmented, but with the right brush, it looks absolutely stunning. And this highlighter in here, because it's so natural, it's perfect. If you're somebody who doesn't really enjoy red blush, maybe this isn't for you, but I have really been enjoying it. Okay, the MAC Cosmetics Beam Liquid Blush. I purchased 2 shades. I can't find the other one. This one here is in Magic Aura, which is the pretty purple. This formula is so nice, so easy to blend. It's not super opaque. It does have a tiny bit of transparency to the base. It's not too much pigment right off the bat. It's just such a lovely formula. I can't remember. It's like a mauve tone, the other one that I have, but I have been loving both of these. I purchased the other one before I purchased this one, and I loved it so much that I had to grab the actual shade I originally wanted. Okay, this one from Dior, they actually just did a shade extension, and this is technically a highlighter, but I got, is it Flame? Yeah, Flame, and this works more as a blush for me. It's really beautiful, very glowy, and it looks so natural, so natural. I have really been enjoying this. I kind of want an actual highlighter tone so that I can have a blush and a highlighter. But yeah, this is so beautiful, and I do mean beautiful. I think Dior definitely knocks it out of the park with a lot of their products. And I'm not talking about how inventive they are with their products. I'm talking about performance and quality of the products themselves. Okay. All right, Rhode Skin. They launched 2 new shades. One was a little bit more of a berry, and I picked the one that's more of a like cherry berry, a date cake. And this one is so pretty, definitely pigmented. So I do have to tread softly, but I have really been enjoying it. It's so nice. I enjoyed this formula. Was it this year? No, last year was the first time I tried Rhode Skin blushes. I did not pick up any of the pocket blushes when they first launched. I kind of wanted to wait, and I'm glad I did, but now I own 3 of them, so. Okay, sorry, totally forgot to mention, yes, I do absolutely love the pocket blushes from Rhode Skin. If it were up to me, I would have every shade, but I don't. Next one I'm going to talk about is the Saie. This is the Super Suede Radiant Blush Powder, and I have the tone Ciao, which is a beautiful, like terracotta, orangey brick kind of tone. I feel like the title makes them sound scary, but they're not. Like, you see, it's a pretty tamed kind of glow, and I don't know why more people did not talk about this formula, because it's beautiful. The only one that I have heard raved about this formula is Morgan Turner, and she knows what she's talking about, because this is gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous formula. I want more shades. I just don't buy any more shades because I already have so many blushes, but so pretty. Packaging does feel a tiny bit cheap. The formula 100% makes up for it. Okay, the Chanel. This is the Camellia Futura Powder Blush Trio, and I wasn't sure I was going to pick this up, but I did, and I'm glad I did because it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So even though this is like a matte kind of formula, it's still oh so pretty. It leaves my skin looking so soft, airbrushed. It's gorgeous. I feel like Chanel knocks it out of the park when it comes to blushes. I do wish they would give us something different. They still knock it out of the park. I cannot deny that. Okay, Tower 28. This is the Get Set blush. Yeah. Long Beach Iced Tea is the tone I have. It's a very natural kind of tone. I do have to really build it up, but the reason this is a very special blush is because of the formula. It does have setting powder properties, so it blurs your skin out and makes it look really soft. And you can see that it looks very similar in the swatch to the Chanel. Chanel does the same exact thing, but they didn't claim that it had setting powder formula in it. Really pretty. Looks stunning when I wear this. Okay, just a couple more and then we'll get onto the trying out the new Unearthly, and then I will apply the Chanel cream blushes. So I'll save those second to last. Okay, the next ones I'm going to talk about are the ones in these little face palettes from Miss Charlotte. The Soulmates face palette. So this one here is Flawless Pink, and this has a setting powder and a blush. Both are absolutely stunning, but the blush itself, wow. They didn't claim that it had Charlotte's powder formula in the blush, but because of how beautifully it performs, how soft my cheek looks, I'm kind of wondering if it does. This is the Flawless Peach. Same with this one. The tones are different, and I can slightly tell the difference if I wear one on each side, but I feel like these tones were just too close to each other. She should have given us something completely different, and she should have given us 1 or 2 more that had a proper setting powder for your deep and for your tan and deep complexion individuals. The formula itself in these, wowza, so good. I've been using these quite a bit, both the blush and the setting powder. Okay, the Westman Atelier. This is the Baby Cheeks Face Trace Sculpting Powder Duo and Blush Palette. I purchased Petal and Biscuit. This formula is actually really nice. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a trend right now, but most of the blushes that I've talked about recently, at least the last 3 or 4, they give you a blurring effect to the cheek. They make you look airbrushed. They make you look soft. Almost like you literally just had a facial and you have like baby soft cheek skin. Really, really pretty. And this is actually a beautiful tone. Even right now, swatching it. Wow, it feels like silk. So nice. And the pigment payoff is actually really good too. So she came out with 3 that were contour and blush duos, and then 3 that were 2 blush duos. So if you don't want the contour, you can pick one that just has blushes in it. Yeah, beautiful. Love that. Okay. Dior reformulated this formula. The Rosy Glow blushes. I have Rosewood, and this formula is definitely different from the last reformulation. It's a lot softer. Definitely not as hard pressed in the pan. So far, no hard pan, which is wonderful because this one is candy. The one I purchased from the last reformulation, what was it, Pink Lilac? Literally right after using it for the first time, I got hard pan. And Candy is a new tone from the last launch. So this one is a completely new color for blush. And it does have a little bit of pearlescent glow to it. Beautiful, love these 2. I've been using them quite a bit. Although it is hard to make sure that I use all my blushes because I have so many, but I have definitely been using those because they are just so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, 2 more and then we'll get to applying. This one's from Kevyn Aucoin. It was pushed all the way to the back, so I almost forgot about it. This is the Art of Blush and Glow palette. It has a blush and highlighter. So this formula here is really soft. What does it remind me of? I can't remember what it reminds me of, but the pigment's actually really nice. And again, it gives you that blurring, soft airbrush effect on your cheek. Unfortunately, there's only 2 shades available. This one, which is from the pink palette, and the other one, which is a little bit more peachy. And the highlighter in the other one is a tiny bit more goldish. You could tell that they tried to do one for lighter tones and one for darker tones, but I still don't think that highlighter would work for most deep skin tones. But formula in this blush, beautiful. I think Kevyn Aucoin is a super, and I do mean super underrated beauty brand. It was talked about so much like 3 or 4 years ago, but no one really talks about Kevyn Aucoin anymore, and they should, because yes, the launches are boring. Gosh, does everything perform so beautifully. Okay, the next one I purchased because somebody shared a code for 25% off. So instead of paying the $65 that this cost, I paid 40 something, and I picked up the shade 3 in Pink Passion. It's the Tea to Tan powder blush from by Terry. You see that? Ugh. Such a beautiful pinky blush. This formula is so soft. I did purchase the bronzer, and it's like my #1 favorite bronzer. Well, this formula is just as soft, maybe even softer, but it's so good. So good. And I'm pretty sure it said in the description that it was like a matte finish. I don't know if it's the tone, but I almost feel like it just has a natural glow to it. I mean, I can't see it with the naked eye, but when I see right now on the viewfinder, I can see that it just tiny bit, right? Anyways, it's beautiful, soft, leaves my skin looking blurred, and this shade looks scary, but it's not. It really is not. The formula is nice, really nice. I kind of sort of want more shades, but gosh, $65? Okay, so second to last blushes I'll be talking about, and that is the new Dior blushes. These are the Rosy Glow Stick Blush. I purchased Cherry and Candy. Cherry is a beautiful like watermelon red, but it's, yeah, I guess watermelon orangey red. Gorgeous. Smells like mint mixed with vanilla, very similar to the Maybelline. And Candy, I purchased this one because it does have a tiny bit of an iridescent glow to the formula. So these are, same with the powder ones, pH adjusting. I don't think it changes the color of the actual blush, but I feel because of the pH in them, it kind of does work a tiny bit as a stain, which for me is a good thing. That means that it's going to stay on there for quite a bit. So if you're somebody who just wears creams and doesn't really powder, I think this will last all day. I haven't worn it on its own without any powder blush on top of it, but I did in my review video or first impressions powder, and you could still see the blushes peeking through. Okay, I'm gonna use Cherry, and I don't have any powder on, so it should be good. Yeah, I can apply these straight to my face and I have no issues. I've been really enjoying this formula. I was a tiny bit scared that the pH was going to affect the tone of the blushes, but it doesn't. I don't feel it changes the tone. It does though stain a tiny bit, so keep that in mind. So far I've heard pretty much good things. Only a couple that don't really enjoy it, but I've been loving these. They're so pretty. And for me, I don't know if it's because of the brush I use, how much I use, they don't stay sticky at all. I don't feel like my hair sticks to it. I'm gonna jump into Candy too and put that in the front. And they're already available on the Sephora website. Pretty much all the retailers now I feel they're available. I think so. Anyways, oh yeah, this is the Sephora 99. I'm just gonna use the same brush for this Candy tone. Yeah, I've been enjoying these. They have definitely been used quite a bit since I purchased them, and still have not changed my mind about them. Okay, so pretty. So if you wait a couple of minutes and then you set your face, the blush is still gonna peek through. Because of the pH, it does stain the cheek a tiny bit. All right, my loves, I am powdered and I use the One Size powder for my under eyes and the Makeup Forever loose powder and banana for the rest of my face. Went in to the Dior bronzer, and then as you can see, the blushes are peeking through after powder, and I have used these on top of powder and they actually do work really nicely. Just dab it on the back of your hand or pick it up straight from the stick and then apply it. Don't go swiping on top of powder because that's going to be a disaster. I didn't tell you what else I have on my face, did I? I used the Rare Beauty Skin Tint. Don't remember the shade, but I always link the exact shades that I used down below. Givenchy Concealer, Isamaya Contour Stick, Dominique Cosmetics Cream Bronzer. Did I use? Ah, yes, you saw me use the Dior cream. And that's it, yeah, okay. All right, now we're gonna talk about these Unearthly Incandescent glowing blushes. She did sneak these on the Instagram Unearthly page before they were launched, and I believe the first ones to get their hands on them were the creators who were able to attend the Creators and Friends event. They went to Florida, somewhere in Florida, I cannot remember. Okay, the Incandescent glowing blush, cloud coverage, retails for $16. I purchased the shade Blaze. Meet the latest additions to our incandescent blush line. 5 stunning singles designed to give your skin a natural radiant flush with no visible sparkles. These ultra blendable blushes deliver a soft finish that melts effortlessly into the skin, leaving behind a seamless lit from within glow. That sounds beautiful. Okay, Blaze, a vibrant orange that warms the complexion with bold sunlit energy. They package their stuff really nicely. So in the box, there is the bubble wrap. And I'm pretty sure this was also wrapped in bubble wrap. There it is. It matches the outer box, so I can toss that. So pretty. I think one of the things that I enjoy the most about indie brands is like the cover art and the small artistic details that they put in the packaging. We just don't get that anymore with mainstream brands, you know? And there it is. So pretty. This shade looks like a shade that I already have, but I can't remember which one. So excited to try this. This will be a first impressions. Oh, okay, that feels soft. And not scary at all. Oh, that's beautiful. Gorgeous. It's reminding me slightly to the Saie formula, just from the swatch. All right, I'm gonna use my Rephr number 19 brush. Cloud coverage, apologies. Like I mentioned, I bought these during their last sale. Oh, that tone is so beautiful. Oh, wow. Oh, I wish you could see the glow that I'm seeing, because it does not look the same on my viewfinder. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow. Oh, and it's a perfect tone for summer. And it's not accentuating any of the texture. I do have a tiny bit, and I feel like this is the cheek that I usually have issues with, right? So far, so good. And this tone looks scary in the pan, but it's not translating scary on the cheek at all. Oh man, now I want more shades. Wow. Wow. That is so pretty. Do you see that? Oh my goodness, I wish you could see in person. Oh, do you see that? Okay, I am back. Face is done. Let me tell you what I finished off with. Eyebrows, I used the Charlotte brow pencil and the Maybelline brow gel. I did not put any mascara on, just curled my lashes. And then for the lips, when I picked up the Unearthly blush, I also picked up a lip gloss. I don't know what collection this is from. Avery. Anyways, here's what it looks like. So pretty, and this gloss is so good. So glad I picked this up. It was on sale, and I'm glad I decided to pick it up because it's honestly so pretty. And then I put a tiny bit of nudie lip liner from Dominique Cosmetics. The old formulation, I don't think it's available anymore. Okay, but that's going to be it as far as me talking about all of the blushes that I have tried out in the past 45 months. A lot of blushes, and I didn't even purchase all of the ones that were launched, which is insane. Now, if I could pick my top 3 favorite in no particular order, let me tell you what those would be. First one, I'm giving it to the MAC Cosmetics Strobe Beam Liquid Blush. This formula is just so beautiful. And it's also a formula that has a tiny bit of a staining quality to it. So if you just want to wear this, it's not going to stay tacky, and it's going to peek through your powder. Love this, and I've also used this on top of powder, and it works really, really well. Just pick it up from the back of your hand. I think the only person I have heard rave about that formula is Khaki from Khaki Reviews Makeup. Okay, the next one is gonna be the by Terry. I've only been using this for like a week and a half, but this formula, oh my goodness. It's just as good or better than the bronzer formula. It's so soft, dreamy. It's pricey. It really is. But it's an interesting finish because I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that it was a matte finish. But when you apply it, it does not look matte. It gives you just a very slight glow from within kind of finish. Okay, and the third one I picked is the Saie formula. If this wasn't my first time trying this Unearthly, this one would probably take its place for this one. But that's because these two formulas are very, very similar. it's so soft. It doesn't accentuate texture. It almost looks airbrushed. It's just so pretty. And the glow, the glow. Like I said, only Morgan Turner has raved about this formula, and I'm telling you, it's beautiful. This cost $28. As of right now, first impressions, the finish, I don't know about performance. This Unearthly performs almost identical to the Saie one. There's probably more shades with the Saie, and it's more accessible because you can buy it at Sephora, but this one is $16. And there's 5 shades, and they all look like they're very well distributed as far as covering a good amount of skin tones. But yeah, take with that information as you will. Okay, all right, I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's it. That's all the blushes I wanted to talk about in today's video. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly all does mean the world to me. Let me know what blushes you have tried. Let me know if you have tried any of the ones that I talked about and your thoughts on them. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, what blushes are on your list, on your wish list? I feel like there's just so much makeup being launched. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye!